The White Plains Basketball Boosters present Wildcats basketball on FNN, the Friday Night Network. Today's game is presented by J.F. Morgan General Contractor, Tom and Krista Young, Crawford Office Supply, Big B Grocery, Tony Bolton Chiropractic, and by State Representative K.L. Brown. The basketball boosters would also like to thank Noble Bank, Stan McCarter, Phil Bussey, and Chris Tillery for their support this season. Now, let's get you courtside for today's game with the play-by-play voice of Wildcats basketball on FNN. Here's Grady Sapp.
Good evening and welcome back home to Coach Richard Madden Basketball Court. Area opener tonight for the Wildcats as they take on the Warriors from Cherokee County, one of the new area teams that White Plains will be facing here in the 2016-2017 season. Alongside Jim Jacobs to help out with the call of the action tonight. And to say it's a big one would be an understatement. You really want to win these at home if you're going to be competitive in your area. And then certainly this is a team that's given White Plains trouble on all sides, girls, boys, and all the way down through the entire order throughout the years.
Well, Grady, this is probably going to become our new Sachs, if you will. You know, I mean, in the region we were in, it was generally us and Sachs, and I think in this region it's going to wind up being White Plains and Cherokee County with a dash of Hoax Bluff thrown in there with it, and who knows what Jacksonville's going to bring to the table. So, you know, you look at the scoreboard here in the B-team game, we go down tonight, and the B-team doesn't lose often, and they trailed in this one. I mean, there's no fluke to this. The team did a really nice job of coming in here and taking control of the game, and White Plains trailed throughout.
Yeah, they were down by double digits. They ended up losing by 10, but they made a nice run, got it back to within 4 points, and maybe expended all of their energy in that one and couldn't quite hold it together over the final couple of minutes. So it was White Plains losing in the B-team action. We get to girls now, and you're going to be facing a girls team that comes into this one from Cherokee County 3-0 with 3 impressive wins as they have beaten Etowah High School to open the season 63-58. They also beat Glencoe on the road 50-41. And they beat last week, or earlier this week, they beat Jacksonville at Jacksonville 56-44, put a spanking on the Golden Eagles, and we know that that's one of the better programs around.
Well, traditionally it has been, Grady, but you know, some of those names that were in the cupboard there at Jacksonville for so long have graduated, and you know, maybe things there just aren't quite as good as they've been in years past. White Plains tonight, it's going to be real interesting to see how our ladies respond. It was kind of a tale of two halves. Our last outing at Anniston, first half we got our hair handed to us. The second half we came out and played heads up against a pretty good Anniston club. And I'm going to be really interested to see how much fire our girls can come out here with tonight and how much tenacity we can have against a team that's going to be just as tough as Anniston was, if not then some, because as you said, they've already knocked off some pretty good programs this year.
Yeah, when you go into Glencoe, we've spent a little time up that way, and that girls program is always a competitive girls program year in and year out. So you've beaten them, you've beaten Etowah, and you've beaten Jacksonville to open your season. Pretty impressive start. Let's talk about that game with Anniston on Tuesday night, the last outing, as you mentioned. It was a tough loss for the girls. They came out and they really, as you said, got it handed to them in the first half. But I was really impressed by the way they came out in the second half. They played with fire. They were competitive. And they played toe-to-toe with Anniston in the second half, even outscored them in the second half. So we didn't see any quit in this team.
Absolutely not. Coach Watts got the adjustments they needed at the half. And, you know, I think, Grady, more than anything, they just kind of got used to what they were playing against. It took a half of basketball for them to settle down and then maybe an adjustment or two in the locker room at the break. But you're right. I mean, they came out in the second half and they hung in there with a really good Anniston program and really outscored them, especially in the third quarter. And you know, I'm hoping that that's the Wildcat team we're going to see from the opening tip here tonight, because if it's not, it could be more of what we saw this past Tuesday.
Yeah, I think they've got to learn when they come out in a game like that against a team that you know going in is good. Anniston's good year in and year out. Cherokee County is going to be a challenge. You got to come out and start fast. You got to have a good first half and not dig yourself a hole.
Yeah, you got to score some points. I mean, that was the problem at Anniston. You know, the defense just basically shut us down and took us completely out of our offense. The pressure basically had us worried more about getting the ball across half court and getting the ball ball into somebody's hands, primarily maybe Shelby, to handle the basketball. And, you know, when you do that, you can't run your stuff. And when you can't run your stuff, more times than not, you're either going to turn the basketball over or you're just not going to get a good shot. And that's what happened to the Lady Cats. I mean, what was it? What they have? 2 points, 4 points at the half? I mean,
something like that.
It wasn't a lot.
No.
And then in the second half, they settled down. They came out and they did what they needed to do, and played decent basketball and got some points up there. And that's what we've got to have tonight. I mean, Coach Watts has got to have these ladies out here on the floor looking to score. I mean, we got to be pushing the ball up the floor. There's not a lot happens good on a basketball court when you go east to west. You got to go north to south most of the time.
And still looking for the emergence for the season of Hannah Barno. That is a scoring cog that is much needed on this basketball team, and it will make this team a whole lot better if Hannah can get on track.
Yeah, because right now the three-point power from the outside has primarily been Gray Young. It hadn't been Hannah Barno, who it has been in years past. Tonight would be a good night for Hannah to step into those senior shoes and light it up for us, because we need it.
Yeah, no question about it. It's a tough matchup. It is the area opener tonight, taking on the Cherokee County Warriors here at Coach Richard Madden Basketball Court on the campus of White Plains High School. We'll grab a timeout. We're coming back with more. This is Wildcats basketball on FNN.
Big B Grocery is a locally owned and operated full-line grocery store where you can save big on daily specials. You can pick 5 meats for only $19.99 any day of the week. At Big B Grocery, we sell only Angus beef in our meat department. Stop by and shop our daily specials. At Big B Grocery, we know what it takes to feed a family. You can even save at the checkout because we only charge 7% sales tax. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. Come shop with us at Big B Grocery on Chockalaka Road in Anniston.
Tom Young and all the attorneys of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington are some of the most experienced and respected attorneys in the area. Their firm specializes in personal injury, insurance fraud, workers' compensation, Social Security disability, real estate, and corporate law. The law firm of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington. Call them at 256-235-2240.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
District 40 State Representative K.L. Brown would like to take this opportunity to wish the White Plains Wildcats the best of luck. K.L. Brown is your conservative Republican voice in Montgomery, working hard to make sure that state government is doing its best for everyone in the district. Brown chairs the Children and Senior Advisory Committee while serving on the Agriculture and Forestry and Economic Development and Tourism Committees. As a longtime area business leader, K.L. Brown uses the common sense and leadership skills learned over the years to be a steady, conservative Republican voice for the people in the district. Good luck, Wildcats, from State Representative K.L. Brown.
Serving Calhoun County for over 30 years, Crawford Office Supply offers selection, convenience, and low prices. Choose from a wide variety of office furnishings featured in their huge showroom. With savings of 50 to 70% off scratch and dent items. You'll find it all from pens and paper to janitorial supplies at Crawford Office Supply, including on-site printing, all backed up by unmatched personal service and free delivery to local business. Crawford Office Supply, 301 South Layton Avenue in Anniston. Remember, buy local, it matters.
J.F. Morgan General Contractor in Anniston is one of the area's leading commercial builders. Whether it's a landmark restaurant, sports stadium and facilities, school or church project, large industrial sites, or community-oriented service facilities, look around and you'll see our work everywhere. From start to finish at J.F. Morgan General Contractor, trust is just one of the things we build well. Located at 1110 Jones Road in Anniston, J.F. Morgan General Contractor.
Does neck, back pain, or headaches impact your life? At Bolton Chiropractic Center, our goal is to help you live pain-free by discovering the benefits of chiropractic care. Our caring and compassionate staff, led by Dr. Tony Bolton and Dr. Chris Law, are committed to keeping pain from impacting your life. Our office is equipped with state-of-the-art technology, including spinal decompression and digital x-rays.
Pain is impacting your life. Give us a call at 256-835-3511 or visit us online at boltonchiro.com.
Back courtside here at White Plains High School. Grady Sample alongside Jim Jacobs getting you set for White Plains taking on the Cherokee County Warriors. Area opener tonight for the Cats. Cherokee County already got an area win under their belt, and that came on Tuesday night as they defeated the Jacksonville Lady Golden Eagles and did so in convincing fashion up at Cherokee County on Wednesday night with a final of 56-44. So the Warriors are feeling pretty good about themselves, I would think, coming into this one tonight.
No doubt about it. The captains and coaches meeting with the officials at midcourt. Of course, Joy Watts for White Plains and Leah Nelson for Cherokee County having words with the officials as the players break off. We're just a few moments away from getting what appears to be close to a standing room only crowd into a basketball game here, Grady. This is the biggest crowd I've seen in this gym in a while.
Yeah, it is. It looks like a good crowd has made the trip down Highway 9 from up in Center, Alabama to come down and watch some good basketball here tonight. And
that's a long run, too.
It is a long run. We get to make that one in January.
Yep, we do. Don't mind doing it, though, because that's the home of the barbecue nachos. You know that, right?
The barbecue nachos.
You got to get there early enough to have the barbecue nachos. That's the real deal. Man, that's a three-pointer.
Oh, so they got those at the concession stand.
At the concession stand.
My goodness.
Yep. Got to have those barbecue nachos. Those are some kind of good.
Well, if they're as good as the chicken nachos at Glencoe, I'll be real impressed.
Well, both teams now coming in off the floor to their respective benches, shedding the warm-ups, and we are just about ready to get the starting lineups here tonight at Coach Richard Madden Basketball Court. And, you know, Grady, in what we do, it's easy to say it's a big one because that's what we're supposed to do. But it's a big one tonight. It really matters.
Well, it really does. As we talked about right at the top of the broadcast, you really want to get your wins at home and in an area play, especially when you're talking about an area that has the quality of competition that this one does. You don't need to give up the home court. You gotta keep that intact. So it's big for White Plains, I think, tonight. Maybe even more so than it is for Cherokee County. They've got to win already. They can afford to drop one on the road, but they're going to be playing hard to try to get it done here. So for White Plains, you don't want to put yourself behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, Cherokee County being introduced here in front of the crowd at Richard Madden Court. The Lady Cats will be introduced here in just a moment, and we'll be ready to get some basketball underway. You know, we've seen, Grady, in region play just how important it can be to host that area tournament. I mean, it's a big deal to play it on your floor.
It is. A home court advantage makes a difference big time in the postseason because, you know, it's a do or die. I mean, in that first round, you lose, you go home. That's it.
Yeah, so season's over. I mean, it's down to 32 minutes. There you see on the screen our roster for the Lady Cats as Hannah Barno walks out to shake hands with the officials at midcourt. Jordan Sabri getting the start again tonight. Boy, Grady, can't say enough about the job she's done.
Yeah, she's been a real nice addition to that starting lineup, Jordan Sabri. This will be her second start tonight. Actually, second start coming up here tonight for these Lady Cats. Gray Young out there. Hannah Barno. Yep, and, of course, Shelby Wood, the do-all, be-all on this basketball team. She's been doing it for a long time for the Cats.
She's got to have a great game tonight. I mean, in the bigger game, Shelby's definitely got to stand out. I mean, she always plays well most of the time, but she's got to look to get in and get that shot up and maybe, you know, help get these Lady Warriors in some foul trouble. And again, some teammates are going to have to step up and score some points tonight. It's going to be really important for Gray Young to get off. You know, we've got to see some folks get some points that are going to, you know, keep these Lady Cats in this game and hopefully get it in the fourth quarter when it matters.
Yeah, and of course the Warriors are ready to go, and the opening tip is knocked out of bounds. It is going to belong to the Wildcats to start things off, and already I can see we've got a player who I don't have on the roster. That'd be number 30.
Number 30. Well, we'll get that for you because the lady with the book is right below me.
Actually, it's Jensen Alexander. So I don't know how I missed that. I think she is 30 instead of 33. So I got that corrected. Jensen Alexander is the mystery lady. Landry Bussey now going to swing it over for Hannah Barno.
Man-to-man from Cherokee County.
Should give you some opportunities cutting inside. Pop it back out for Hannah Barno, and now Shelby Wood.
And they're really overplaying, Grady. Like you said, there's some opportunities here for some backdoor cuts because they're overplaying the basketball.
I like the patience so far by this Wildcats team. Not getting in any rush. There's an open look for Shelby Wood outside. She knocks it down.
Big first basket for the Lady Cats. Shelby come off a screen and knocked it down, and now they're showing pressure themselves against Cherokee County.
Kendall Perry going to be fouled, and that will be the first personal on the Wildcats. That's on Jordan Sabri. That'll be her first personal and first team foul. So an early small foul. Let's hope we're not going to play touch fouls tonight.
Yeah, let them play.
Yeah. Alexander now will swing it over, and that'll be, I can't even say that. Mahana.
Call her number.
Mahana, yeah, I'm just going to call her number 30 or number 23.
Folks watching can see that, so.
Yeah, well, I don't know why they do that to the girl. Name her Crimson.
Yeah.
I'm just going to call her Mahana. That's her last name. I'm going to go with that.
Or MC.
MC. We'll go with MC.
MC.
Yeah.
In case folks hadn't figured it out, Grady is a diehard Auburn man. And I do mean diehard.
I won't even hardly say that word. Kendall Perry now out top of the key, looking for an opening. Williams going to swing it back over. There's the first three-point look of the night, and we get a whistle and a foul.
That whistle was a late whistle, too.
Yeah, that's that. Mahana, she's going to go to the free throw line and shoot three. Yeah, that's a bad foul for White Plains.
Yeah, and I'm not sure it was a foul.
Again, I hope we're not going to call
ticky-tack.
Ticky-tack. If it does, it takes us 2.5 hours to play the game.
Miss Crimson hits her first one. I don't mind saying it. See, I got no dog in that fight.
She can give the Warriors the lead if she can knock them all three down. She's two-thirds of the way there.
Well on her way of doing that.
Yeah. You had to be impressed with my math skills, knowing that 2 out of 3 was 2/3. Makes the third, so the Warriors pick up their first lead of the night.
That came from that Clay County education,
It did.
right?
It did. Baseball-style pass to Hannah Barno. She's got it. Good throw by Shelby Wood. Misses that layup. Good defense in there by Alexander to kind of prevent that easy shot.
Yeah, that play right there kind of sums up what Hannah's offensive season has been like so far. Jordan Sabri with the steal.
And Sabri paying dividends early on. Going to drop it down for Wood. And the Wildcats will get back into that half-court set. They trail by a point after giving up the 3 free throws a moment ago to Mahana. Now outside to Sabri, swinging around to Shelby Wood. She's got the only bucket of the game thus far. Give it to Hannah Barno. Another nice pass cut off along the baseline by Mahana. And now drop it down low. Bussey up off the glass, won't go. And the rebound going to be cleared by Cherokee County and Mahana.
Yeah, when you get those 3-foot looks, Grady, they got to go down in a game like this.
Nice feed from Mahana over to Battles. Coley Battles can't hit the shot, so the Wildcats will have another crack at it.
Jordan Sabri on the clear out and got the board.
So White Plains back to work. They've had good looks.
Yeah.
A couple of good looks for Hannah Barno down close. Hasn't been able to knock down those layups. Now Shelby Wood trying to go inside to Sabri. She misses it. Looked like she might have got hacked on the arm. Bussey gets it, misses a shot, loose ball, and the Warriors will come out of there with it. Once again, Alexander on the inside. Here is Mahana back quickly into front court. Now she will hand it off, and Perry will swing it around the horn to Williams and get it right back to Mahana. And now, once again, Williams drops it down right side for Perry, trying to go inside to Battles, and defense does a good job collapsing on her. Now the Warriors try another 3. That one is going to be off the mark from Williams. Rebound is tied up, and it'll belong to Cherokee County on the alternate possession.
Yeah, good job for White Plains getting in there, getting position. Warriors get it on the alternating possession.
And there's a 3 from the outside. That one is no good from Williams. Tipped up, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul on the inside.
Yep, that's going to be an over the back.
So the first foul of the night called on the Warriors. And that was on Coley Battles.
And now we're going to get the first look at some pressure, and that shouldn't surprise anybody after what Aniston did to us. But the big long ball pass is making it work.
And Gray Young makes them pay with a nice little pull-up. And Gray Young.
We jump back on them and steal it back.
And there's Jordan Sabri with it, and she'll hand it back off to Shelby Wood. Cats their second lead of the night now. Here's Wood. Looking for help. Gonna have to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And now she gets it to Gray Young, who'll give it right back to Shelby down the baseline. Shot up too strong, rebounded on the backside by the Warriors. That'll be Mahana another time with it for Cherokee County. Hands it off to the outside to Emily Williams. Williams has it get away from her on the return pass from Battle. So a turnover for the Warriors, and White Plains will have another chance to extend that 1-point lead. Halfway through it, and a pretty good start for the Wildcats so far. They're hanging in there.
I think so, doing a really nice job handling the pressure so far pretty well.
Shelby Wood will go back to work and try to trap her in the backcourt. Not able to do it. The pass tipped away, but Jordan Sabri there to save it. And Sabri goes strong to the baseline, misses a shot. Landry Bussey with a rebound. Young outside for a three. Got it.
Gray Young gets the double hand raise. 3 points from out on the baseline.
And the lead now, largest of the night for either team at 4 for the Wildcats. This time the pressure beating Mahan. She traveled.
She traveled.
Knew it as soon as she did it.
She did. Good call there, and easy call.
So the Cats will have it back another time here. And now we're going to get a whistle and a timeout on the floor. Our first of the evening. Cats lead it. It's Wildcats basketball on FNN.
Big B Grocery is a locally owned and operated full-line grocery store where you can save big on daily specials. You can pick 5 meats for only $19.99 any day of the week. At Big B Grocery, we sell only Angus beef in our meat department. Stop by and shop our daily specials. At Big B Grocery, we know what it takes to feed a family. You can even save at the checkout because we only charge 7% sales tax. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. Come shop with us at Big B Grocery on Chocolaca Road in Anniston.
Tonight for the White Plains Wildcats. They lead this one early on. 3:22 to go in this opening quarter. Cats with that 4-point advantage, and they will have the basketball out of the timeout and a chance to extend the lead.
Yeah, going to have to be careful, though, Grady, with that long baseball pass down the floor because Cherokee County's had a couple of opportunities to nab it, and they just hadn't been able to. But they got to pick and cut, make plays to see. She's got 3 girls around her right there. There's nothing she can do.
Yep, that's Hannah Barno who gets fouled, so the reach-in going to be whistled on the Warriors.
You got to set picks and screens when in this kind of pressure, and everybody's got to keep moving. You probably hear it in the background, the crowd yelling, move. That's what you got to do to break a press. You can't stand still. The ball's got to be in a constant movement.
Jensen Alexander picks up the personal. First of the night for her. Now White Plains back to work.
I think I'd try to get Gray Young another look.
Yeah, she's just hot so far. 2 good strokes on those 2 shots. Shelby Wood trying to go inside. Does so. A block from behind, though, on the feed to Jocelyn Harris. That's Battles with the block.
Jocelyn's got to make that shot, Grady.
They got to go up a little quicker with that. Into the ball game, Laney Johnson for the first time tonight. Here is Alexander touching it outside. Now the 3-pointer from downtown will not go for Kendall Perry, and the rebound pulled down by Harris, and the Wildcats have it another time. Shelby Wood working up the floor against Johnson, who was just checked in the game for Cherokee County. Got a little screen, pop it up quick, good for Shelby Wood. That's a 2.
Yeah, she was on the line.
On the line just inside, but a nice looking shot for Shelby Wood, and she's got 4 on the night early on here.
Cats have come out nice tonight.
Now here go the Warriors answering on the other end. Shot is missed again by Perry, and the rebound by Harris. And the Wildcats back the other way with the basketball. And as we head toward the 2-minute mark in this opening quarter, Shelby Wood, a nice little move there. Kick it inside. Harris, quick jumper off the mark and tipped out. Cherokee County, Alexander has it. And Alexander's going to push it up the floor. Her pull up off the glass won't go. Tipped out by Harris. And Shelby Wood off to the races. Don't have the numbers, but she's going to take it strong to the hoop. Put up the shot and drop it in.
Give her the and 1.
Shelby Wood with a big first quarter.
Grady, and she ought to share these points with Jocelyn Harris because she missed the shot down here, but had the presence to run the floor, get the rebound, and get it out to Shelby to make a difference in that transition.
And the Cats are feeling it tonight early on in this one. No problem with the quick start. That personal foul was on Laney Johnson, and her first personal. Shelby Wood makes the free throw, so extend that lead now to 9 points for the Cats, and full court pressure applied, trying to trap in the backcourt. Johnson's got it, will beat that press, and she will take it up, and that's going to be the foul on Jocelyn Harris. So she gets her first personal of the night. That'll be the 3rd team foul now on White Plains.
So Cherokee County will go to the line and shoot a couple.
And that'll be Laney Johnson who will have the free throws. All of the points so far for the Warriors have come from the charity stripe, all 4 of them now as she makes the first. White Plains, only the 1 free throw thus far. Team fouls are even at 3.
Folks still pouring into Richard Madden Court tonight. It's going to be a full house.
Yes, it is. 7-point lead now for the Cats. Ari Rosario has checked in for White Plains. Also, Chastity Nelson is in to try to run point, and she is going to be fouled. And Cherokee County bailing her out right there with the foul, and not happy with the call. That was on Kendall Perry, her first personal.
Well, that was another one of those what you and I would probably call a little bit ticky-tack.
Yeah.
But they did bail her out because she was about to dribble straight into a double team.
Yeah, they had 3 Warriors that were surrounding her.
Yep.
Now to Hannah Dyer, and she's going to get it in the hands of Shelby Wood, which obviously is who the Wildcats want handling the basketball. Over to Nelson. Chastity with it. Hands it off to Harris at the free throw line. Jocelyn going to give it over to Rosario. She puts up the jumper. That's in there.
Nice little soft 15-footer from Rosario tonight.
So the Cats push that lead back out to 9. Warriors trying to answer. Lainey Johnson with the jumper. That's too strong. Long rebound's going to be picked off by Perry, and the Warriors will have another crack at it. Alexander, or rather than make that Mahana. Now she'll go baseline, drop it down to Battles. Turns, triple teamed in there, elbow thrown, and taken away by Chastity Nelson. Outlet pass quickly for Shelby Wood, and she's going to get the foul.
I think Coach Nelson needs to get a little TO here, Grady. I think her girls are just a little out of sync right now.
And that's the second personal now on Kendall Perry. And quickly up off the bench and back in the ball game is Emily Williams for the Warriors, and Perry's going to check out.
Ryan Chandler in for us.
And Shelby Wood will get a little breather with 40.9 to go here in this opening quarter. Get it in for Hannah Dyer. She's open. 2-pointer is off the rim, won't go. And that rebound pulled down on the backside by Mahana. Throws it ahead to Williams. And now taken away by Chastity Nelson. Knocks it away to Hannah Dyer. Get it in the hands of Nelson. And the Cats can perhaps hold for the final shot here in this opening quarter.
I think I would.
And we get the whistle and a timeout for White Plains. That comes with 22.5 seconds to go. It's Wildcats basketball on FNN.
Welcome to Calhoun County, Alabama, your natural attraction. We have invigorating outdoor activities, amazing cultural sites, mouth-watering food, and southern hospitality, all wrapped into one amazing vacation destination. Whether you're looking for a relaxing overnight getaway or for a one-of-a-kind escapade, Calhoun County boasts an incredible selection of outdoor recreational opportunities. Calhoun County is the natural attraction, centrally located between Atlanta and Birmingham, with plenty of fun and memories waiting to be made. Come to Calhoun County, Alabama, a natural attraction.
Timeout here to the final 22.5 seconds. And Jim talking in the break, you think that was a good timeout by Coach Watts?
No question about it, Grady. You know, a lot of times when you take the last shot, you just kind of run your offense and you don't necessarily get a good look. Looks like Coach Watts is going to draw something up here and try to run a specific play to get a basket and extend this lead at the end of the quarter.
Chastity Nelson handling the ball over to Ryan Chandler now. Chandler's going to move it down the right side, picks up that dribble. Gets it back to Rosario, who hit the last shot for White Plains. And here's Nelson with 3 seconds. Nelson to Ryan Chandler, got to shoot it, blocked, and that's going to do it for the quarter number 1. 14-5, Cats lead it after 1. It's Wildcats basketball on FNN.
J.F. Morgan General Contractor in Anniston is one of the area's leading commercial builders. Whether it's a landmark restaurant, sports stadium and facilities, school or church project, large industrial sites, or community-oriented service facilities, look around and you'll see our work everywhere. From start to finish at J.F. Morgan General Contractor, trust is just one of the things we build well. Located at 1110 Jones Road in Anniston, J.F. Morgan General Contractor.
Serving Calhoun County for over 30 years, Crawford Office Supply offers selection, convenience, and low prices. Choose from a wide variety of office furnishings featured in their huge showroom. With savings of 50 to 70% off scratch and dent items. You'll find it all from pens and paper to janitorial supplies at Crawford Office Supply, including on-site printing, all backed up by unmatched personal service and free delivery to local business. Crawford Office Supply, 301 South Layton Avenue in Anniston. Remember, buy local, it matters.
Nice first quarter for the White Plains Wildcats as they lead this one 14-5. A number of Cats in the scoring column. Ari Rosario with a bucket. She had 2 points. Gray Young with 5 points in that opening quarter. And Shelby Wood with 7 points, the total of 14 for the Wildcats. All of the free throws lines for Cherokee County, all 5 points coming from there for the Cats. Mahana with 3 free throws and Lanny Johnson with 2. Shot off the mark outside that time for the Lady Cats, so it'll be Cherokee County basketball.
Yeah, didn't even draw any rim with that one. You know, it's been kind of woeful offensively for Cherokee County, Grady. They've had some looks, but they just hadn't hit anything.
Yeah, nothing going in the hole from the court, only the free throw line. The Warriors will try to change that. Mahana now, well outside. It's going to come back over to Johnson. He's playing with those 2 personal fouls now. Alexandria will touch it down along the baseline, move it back out, and throws it away. Another unforced error by the Warriors.
Yeah, that 2-3 zone packed in there, but they're doing a good job flashing out to get the guards around that 3-point perimeter when they touch it and look like they might be in position to get a basket. So the Lady Cats playing really good defensively right now.
Gray Young will touch it over on that right wing. Quickly picked up on the defensive end, but there's an open look for Ryan Chandler. A 3 is off by just a bit. Had a good look at it, though, and the rebound by Kendall Perry for the Warriors.
Yeah, kicked off the left front of the rim just a little bit for Ryan. Maybe she's got her range now.
Here's Alexander outside for the Warriors. Going to hand it back over now for Mahana. She'll go back to Alexander, looking inside for Battles. Nothing there. And now well outside is Williams, and Mahana over on that right wing, looking for an opening in that 2-3 zone, and right now just not finding a lot inside are the Warriors.
Well, you know, traditionally, you're going to have a hard time getting it inside on any kind of packed-in zone like that.
If you're not hitting the outside shot, it's a tough night. There's Alexander. She changes that with a big 3 for the Warriors.
They needed that basket. Now we need to answer.
Yep. Cuts the lead to 6 now for the Cats, 14-8. Shelby Wood, who has had a good start to this one, drops it down inside for Landry Bussey. Moves well, blocked from behind by Battles, knocked out of bounds.
I think that's
us. And
us.
it belonged to, no, they overruled. It's going to be Cherokee County basketball. Official first thought it was White Plains, but it was overruled by the official nearest us. And I think he got the call right. Some pressure in the backcourt once again for White Plains.
Look a little confused, like we might not know about stepping into it.
Here's Williams, stolen by Ryan Chandler. Good defense again for the Cats. And now she picks up the ball, and it's going to be tied up. It'll go back the other way for Cherokee County.
Just got in too deep and didn't have anywhere to go with it.
So Jensen will inbound it now for the Warriors as they look to get another basket. They got their first one of the night just a moment ago from Alexander, just from the 3-point outside shot, and she pulled up in the corner, made a nice stroke there. Here's Perry, going to drop it down to Mahana in the right corner. Nothing there. Mahana pulls it back up for Perry. And then over the ball, knocked away by Chandler again, but right back outside to Perry. And she puts up the 3 ball, and she nails it.
Yep. Cherokee County warming up now.
Yep, that's a 6-0 run to start this second quarter, and the Warriors are within 3, so White Plains really needs a good offensive trip down the floor this time. Shelby Wood dropping a little give and go down low for Bussey. Hits the bottom of the glass inside, rushed that shot. And she and Jordan Sabri are down, so the numbers favor the Warriors. Kendall Perry with a 3. No, that one will not go. Off the hands, I believe, of White Plains. So it'll be Cherokee County basketball. Jocelyn Harris going to check in as Landry Bussey will check out.
We're getting those looks down inside. We're just not converting.
And there's Battles deep inside off the glass. Nice little kiss, and it's a 1-point game. Coley Battles with her first points of the night for the Warriors. And my goodness, 8-point run here to start this quarter for Cherokee County as they are starting to heat up on the offensive end. Shelby Wood trying to get loose, can't do it. Cross-court it over to Young. Outside 3-point land, so too far out to make the shot. And we'll see if White Plains can find that rhythm they had in the opening quarter. So far, not been able to get it going. There's Gray Young trying to answer. That 2-pointer is a little strong. Ryan Chandler, though, will get the rebound. Here is Sabri, puts up the high glass shot off the glass, no good. Now the foul over the back, and that's going to be 2 on Jocelyn Harris.
Yeah, and it was an easy call too. She was guilty.
Yep. 4th team foul now on the Cats. 4:26 to go here in this opening quarter.
Hannah
or
Barno
make it second quarter. Yeah, Barno back in, Hannah Dyer back in again for the Cats. as they're trying to find the combination, Jim. It looked easy in the first quarter, not so much here in the second quarter.
Yeah, we're just not converting baskets down in the post, Grady.
Mahana blocked in there by Jocelyn Harris, and Hannah Barno will get the rebound, get it back to Shelby Wood. Working hard against Laney Johnson. Johnson makes the steal, lays it up, misses the shot. Shelby Wood with the rebound. Wood quickly pushing it now back up the floor. Now she'll work against the Warrior defense. There is Gray Young wide open, too strong on the three. And an over the back call coming up on Hannah Dyer. And that'll be her first personal. It will be the 5th team foul on the Wildcats.
You know, as well as Gray shot the ball tonight, you got to let her take that.
Yeah.
But it just didn't go down.
No, the shooting has gone cold for White Plains here in quarter number 2. They were hot in the first quarter. No points so far in the second quarter. Drop it down to Coley. Coley battles back outside to Kendall Perry. Another three. That's off the rim. The rebound for White Plains as Gray Young comes out of there with it. And you're going to get a travel call on Young.
I don't see that call.
No. Didn't see that and saw a whole lot of contact in the going to the floor, too.
You know, when you go to the floor and it's tied up like that, you got to kind of call a jump ball.
Yeah. Perry misses the jumper.
And that ball hit the top of the backboard.
And it's White Plains basketball as it's out of bounds off the hands of Battles. So the Cats up by 1 still, but no points here in the second quarter thus far. 8-0 run here in the quarter for Cherokee County. What was a 9-point lead has evaporated and only now is 1. Gray Young going to be double teamed. Got to get free of that, get it to Shelby Wood, and we got a whistle and a timeout for Coach Watts and the Wildcats. They're up by 1, but Cherokee County is roaring back here in quarter number 2. Wildcats basketball on FNN.
District 40 State Representative K.L. Brown would like to take this opportunity to wish the White Plains Wildcats the best of luck. K.L. Brown is your conservative Republican voice in Montgomery, working hard to make sure that state government is doing its best for everyone in the district. Brown chairs the Children and Senior Advisory Committee while serving on the Agriculture and Forestry and Economic Development and Tourism Committees. As a longtime area business leader, K.L. Brown uses the common sense and leadership skills learned over the years to be a steady, conservative Republican voice for the people in the district. Good luck, Wildcats, from State Representative K.L. Brown.
Joy Watts with the timeout for White Plains, trying to settle the troops down a little bit and find some kind of that offensive rhythm they had in the opening quarter here in this second quarter. Grady Sapp, Jim Jacobs courtside with you, and it has been all Cherokee County in the second quarter. They trail by 1 now, cutting a 9-point deficit down, and we get a whistle and a foul, and that's going to be on Laney Johnson, I do believe.
Yeah, she's playing Shelby pretty tight.
Yeah. She becomes the second Warrior with 2 personals here in the first half, joining teammate Kendall Perry. Everybody else that has a foul, only 1. Hannah Barno on the floor, going to get it into Hannah Dyer. Dyer picks up the dribble, now fires it over to Rosario and back to Wood. Kick in the corner. Here's Hannah Barno for 3. Off the glass, no good. And Jocelyn Harris with the big rebound for White Plains.
Don't know what it is. Her shot is just not falling.
No, not so far. Hopefully she's going to get in a rhythm here as the season progresses, but hasn't found it yet.
I mean, you can't ask for a better look than she just had.
Here is Hannah Dyer, goes up, makes the basket and the 1. And that personal is going to be the team's 7th, so White Plains will shoot the bonus from now on. That foul was on Mahana. Her first personal. Hannah Dyer with the free throw is no good. Jocelyn Harris, though, is going to get that rebound for White Plains, so the Cats will have another chance now with a 3-point advantage.
Jocelyn Harris has played extremely well down in the paint tonight on both ends of the floor.
Here's Shelby Wood, picks up that dribble now, goes over to Rosario. She sets too strong, and Harris with another rebound, but a travel with it after she caught it.
Yep. That's something Jocelyn's got to work on. She's getting called for that more times than not this season.
So the Warriors
She's watching too much NBA, Grady.
She is.
She's got to quit watching. She's got to quit watching Stephon.
You can do that in the NBA.
Yeah, you can't do that out here.
No. Here's Perry outside for the Warriors. Going to hand it back over to Johnson. Johnson will move with it. Perry with another look. Doesn't want it right now. Drop it down inside to Alexander. She loses the basketball. Ari Rosario will pick up the loose ball for White Plains.
Yeah, Cherokee County still seems to want to try to force that ball down on the inside, and you're just going to have a hard time doing that against this bunch.
Yeah, you're going to have to hit a lot of threes to get that loosened up. Harris goes up and misses that shot.
She's got to make that basket.
Yeah, battles with the rebound. Right side for Perry. Perry will move with the ball, puts up the shot off balance, and gets bailed out with the foul.
I don't know how many of those Jocelyn's missed tonight, but it's been 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's going to be on Ari Rosario. That'll be her first personal. It is the team's 6th now with 1:30 to go. And the free throw is no good by Kendall Perry. And there's the next one. That one's good for Perry. So she has got 4 in this quarter so far for Cherokee County. Full court pressure again by the Warriors. Shelby Wood handling the ball. Looking for a way to clear through there. And she's going to have to get out of the triple team. Lost the ball. Ties it right back up. It'll belong to White Plains.
Got bailed out there too.
Yep. So a jump ball. And it goes White Plains' way.
Side out, half court.
Dyer to get it in. Gets it in for Wood. Shelby Wood working it against Lanny Johnson, and now to reach in on Johnson.
Yeah, she's playing her.
No, actually, they're going to call that on White Plains.
Clear out. She calling a clear out.
Called a 5-second call on Shelby Wood.
Didn't see that either.
So here's Perry back the other way. Warriors down by 2. Katire take the lead. Johnson picks up the dribble. Needs some help, and now finds Mahana outside. And she'll pull it back up for the Warriors and kick it back out to Perry. And shot is blocked. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot, but it was tipped. It goes right back inside to Alexander. Outside look now for Battles for Mahana. Make that no good. Dyer with the rebound. Dangerous pass as Johnson almost got the steal.
Boy, she's playing Shelby tight, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. That's Kendall Perry with the tight defense. We'll get rid of it over to Rosario. Ari coming back up to Dyer. A little head fake. Goes up off the glass. Corner of the glass. No good with 23 seconds to go. Might have shot that a little early in that rotation.
Well, should have went on to the basket with it.
Perry with the 3 outside. That will not go off the hands of Jocelyn Harris. It'll belong to Cherokee County. Warriors will have another crack at it here with 12.8 to go in the quarter. Second quarter action. Much better quarter for Cherokee County. White Plains right now with only 1 bucket in this second quarter. Lob it in. That's Battles, and she is going to be fouled by Shelby Wood.
Now that's a foul Shelby doesn't need to make. I know she was trying to strip the basketball, but you got a 1-and-1 here.
And that's her first personal of the night. It is the team 7th, so 1-and-1 for Coley Battles. For the Warriors, they've been good at the free throw line, and that's no exception there as she makes the first.
Yeah, so they made a living there tonight.
So the second free throw coming up for the Warriors. To tie this one up. Too strong. No, Shelby Wood loses it. Kendall Perry with the steal. Now she loses it. And it'll be White Plains basketball. 7.6 seconds to go.
Plenty of time to do something here.
You're going to have to come off of the screen and get the ball. They're going to get it to Hannah Barno. Give it to Shelby Wood. Shelby's going to streak down the floor. Shelby's got time in the lane. Blocked by Battles. And Shelby wanted a foul. None forthcoming there. Then the half will end. White Plains leads it 16-15 after 1 half. It's the Wildcats basketball on FNN.
Does neck, back pain, or headaches impact your life? At Bolton Chiropractic Center, our goal is to help you live pain-free by discovering the benefits of chiropractic care. Our caring and compassionate staff, led by Dr. Tony Bolton and Dr. Chris Law, are committed to keeping pain from impacting your life. Our office is equipped with state-of-the-art technology, including spinal decompression and digital x-rays.
Pain is impacting your life. give us a call at 256-835-3511 or visit us online at boltoncairo.com.
Big B Grocery is a locally owned and operated full-line grocery store where you can save big on daily specials. You can pick 5 meats for only $19.99 any day of the week. At Big B Grocery, we sell only Angus beef in our meat department. Stop by and shop our daily specials. At Big B Grocery, we know what it takes to feed a family. You can even save at the checkout because we only charge 7% sales tax. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. Come shop with us at Big B Grocery on Chockalaka Road in Anniston.
J.F. Morgan General Contractor in Anniston is one of the area's leading commercial builders. Whether it's a landmark restaurant, sports stadium and facilities, school or church project, large industrial sites, or community-oriented service facilities, look around and you'll see our work everywhere. From start to finish at J.F. Morgan General Contractor, trust is just one of the things we build well. Located at 1110 Jones Road in Anniston, J.F. Morgan General Contractor.
Tom Young and all the attorneys of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington are some of the most experienced and respected attorneys in the area. Their firm specializes in personal injury, insurance fraud, workers' compensation, Social Security disability, real estate, and corporate law. The law firm of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington. Call them at 256-235-2240.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
We welcome you back. Halftime here at White Plains High School tonight. Good first half of basketball. Entertaining as the Wildcats clinging to that slim 1-point lead. It was a good quarter for White Plains in the opening quarter as they scored 14 and outscored the Warriors 14-5. But the second quarter, a different story as the Warriors came roaring back and outscored the Cats by a margin of 10-2. Alongside Jim Jacobs, I'm Grady Sapp, and Jim, it really was a tale of two quarters as White Plains looked really, really good in that first quarter, but they couldn't sustain that offensively in the second quarter.
No, had a problem, Grady, with the offense just working for them in the second quarter as the student section over here getting wound up with the pep band in the house and all that. It's going to get pretty loud in here, but yeah, you're right. First quarter, Lady Cats were all world. Second quarter, Cherokee County found their range a little bit and knocked down a couple, 2 or 3 three-pointers. And, you know, when you can hit 2 or 3 of those in a girls' game, things can change really quickly.
Yeah, and they did in that second quarter. They finally kind of found a little bit of rhythm with the outside shot. It was Coley Battles with 3 points in that quarter. She had a field goal and a free throw. Kendall Perry hit a three-pointer from the outside in the quarter and also added a free throw. And then it was Jensen Alexander who got the scoring going from the floor for Cherokee County with a big three-pointer early in that quarter. But the Warriors not able, Jim, to do enough to take the lead. They got some offensive buckets and they played good defense in that quarter, but they still were not exactly lighting it up either.
Yeah, the problem for White Plains, Grady, came in the opportunities in the paint. I mean, we just, you know, we get the ball down in the post and couldn't make the shot.
So the Cats will be kind of thinking about what they've got to do to knock down some of those. They had, as you mentioned, getting them down in the paint and a lot of opportunities for both Jocelyn Harris down there. Landry Bussey had a number of opportunities in close as well. And some of that looks like they almost are rushing those shots a little bit and trying to do it so fast that you're not getting yourself set and going up.
Well, that's the one thing I think that as a team, White Plains really needs to work on. We're forcing the shot, like you said, too quick. The first thing you got to do when you're going to take a shot from anywhere is you got to get your feet set and you got to get squared to the basket. And that's not what we're doing fundamentally. We're catching the basketball and then just kind of throwing it up, hoping we're going to make the shot. And you know, it's not been one or two of the girls that's done that. It's kind of been a team-wide thing.
Yeah, you've got enough time when you get a good pass in down there. You've got enough time to get yourself set and go up strong. And, you know, more times than not, if you do that and do it well, you're either going to make the basket or you're going to get fouled. Or if it's a really good play, you're going to make the basket and get the and-one opportunity. And they're not getting the fouls or making the basket inside.
And really, when you've got the position that they've had on some of these shots, Grady, the third element, you know, kind of kicks in there too. You're usually in pretty good position to get an offensive rebound if the basketball doesn't go in for you. It's just a matter that the shots are being rushed too much. And you know, that's the one thing I think Coach Watts has got to work on with her girls is, you know, hey, when you get that thing down in the post, work on getting square first, then go up strong, you know, take the foul if that's what you get. If not, make the shot.
Yeah, I think that's something they'll have to work on as the season goes on. And in spite of all of that, tonight they're still enjoying a 1-point lead here at the half. So overall, coming into this ball game, you got to like the fact not only are you leading, but that you played well enough to be very much in this one in your area opener.
Oh, absolutely, no question about it, especially coming off the Anniston game. You know, we've talked about this in the pregame, kind of got our heads handed to us in the first half over at Bulldog land, but second half played pretty well, and I kind of think that confidence of that second half showed at the beginning of this game. And, you know, right now I got them at about a B or a B minus.
Yeah, they carried some momentum into the first half, certainly into that first quarter.
Yep.
Going to need 2 good quarters, I think, in the second half to win this one. We'll have our second half coming up shortly. It is Wildcats basketball here on FNN.
District 40 State Representative K.L. Brown would like to take this opportunity to wish the White Plains Wildcats the best of luck. K.L. Brown is your conservative Republican voice in Montgomery, working hard to make sure that state government is doing its best for everyone in the district. Brown chairs the Children and Senior Advisory Committee while serving on the Agriculture and Forestry and Economic Development and Tourism Committees. As a longtime area business leader, K.L. Brown uses the common sense and leadership skills learned over the years to be a steady, conservative Republican voice for the people in the district. Good luck, Wildcats, from State Representative K.L. Brown.
Welcome to Calhoun County, Alabama, your natural attraction. We have invigorating outdoor activities, amazing cultural sites, mouth-watering food, and southern hospitality, all wrapped into one amazing vacation destination. Whether you're looking for a relaxing overnight getaway or for a one-of-a-kind escapade, Calhoun County boasts an incredible selection of outdoor recreational opportunities. Calhoun County is the natural attraction, centrally located between Atlanta and Birmingham, with plenty of fun and memories waiting to be made. Come to Calhoun County, Alabama, a natural attraction.
Does neck, back pain, or headaches impact your life? At Bolton Chiropractic Center, our goal is to help you live pain-free by discovering the benefits of chiropractic care. Our caring and compassionate staff, led by Dr. Tony Bolton and Dr. Chris Law, are committed to keeping pain from impacting your life. Our office is equipped with state-of-the-art technology, including spinal decompression and digital x-rays.
Pain is impacting your life. Give us a call at 256-835-3511 or visit us online at boltonchiro.com.
Tom Young and all the attorneys of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington are some of the most experienced and respected attorneys in the area. Their firm specializes in personal injury, insurance fraud, workers' compensation, Social Security disability, real estate, and corporate law. The law firm of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington. Call them at 256-235-2240.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Second half about ready to get underway from here at White Plains High School. Grady Sapp alongside Tim Jacobs. Wildcats with that slim 1-point lead, but a good first half overall for White Plains. I thought they played well defensively and had some good looks offensively. They need more of the same. Just got to make a few more of those baskets coming up here in the second half.
Yeah, and I think, Coach Watts probably like to see him settle down in the offense a little bit. Grady, a lot of the stuff in the first half came off of what you called in calling the game being really patient. If you remember back, they did a nice job swinging the ball around, and I think they've kind of got to get back to that a little bit.
Yeah, I think they've got to show a little bit more of that. The looks are going to be there. At least they appear to be against this Warrior defense tonight, so you need to take advantage of those. And also, you got to continue to do what you were doing defensively. I thought the defensive game plan was really good. Cherokee County, no real rhythm in that first half. They hit a couple of baskets in the second quarter, but other than that, it's been at the charity stripe for the most part for the Warriors.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Watts didn't come back with that press a little bit here at the start of the second half, Grady, because that had a lot to do with kind of getting Cherokee County out of sync at the start of the game. And, we backed out of that in the second quarter. I think we would be wise to get back into it here as we start the second half here.
So we're about ready to get it going once again.
Hey, you know who's got the best gig tonight?
Who's that?
Whoever's in that White Plains Wildcat uniform, because that sucker would be feeling good outside.
Yeah, no, that's true. It would be feeling good. It is cold out there. Trust me.
Yes, it is.
I spent a couple hours out in it late this afternoon. like an idiot.
Yeah, man, that's wanting golf too bad.
You got that right. I don't want that bad no more. Here's Jensen Alexander with the shot, no good. And Shelby Wood will grab that rebound. So the Cats will have a chance to extend that lead as we get underway here in the third quarter.
Looks like the starters back out for us to start the second half.
Landry Bussey, the young, who didn't handle it cleanly, picked it up. Now get it back to Barno. And now to Jordan Sabri, who will hand it back outside. And moving the ball a little bit this trip down are the Wildcats.
And I think that's what we've got to do. We did it successfully at the start of the game and need to kind of get back to that here.
Shelby Wood with the jumper that's in and out. Landry Bussey with the putback, no good. Gets it back and foul now from behind. That'll be on Coley Battles. That'll be her second personal, and that's going to send Landry Bussey to the line. But again, Jim, with that inside shot, rushing it to the point you shoot it off the bottom of the glass.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, again, didn't do the first fundamental thing, and that was get square and get a good look. You can't rush those things.
Short with that free throw for Bussey. She'll have one more coming up. And Landry rolls the second one in. So
take them any way you get them, and true to form, here we go with a little bit of pressure.
Cherokee County going to beat that. Mahana in. Shot off the glass is too strong. Battles with the rebound. Get it back out. Open look for Perry. Short with the three-pointer. Gray Young will clear the rebound.
I like us being in the press, Grady. I think it kind of takes them out of what they want to do.
Yeah, it's paid dividends thus far for the Cats.
I mean, even if we don't turn them over, you know?
Yeah. They almost look like they rush when they get into the half-court set out of that.
Right.
Here is Hannah Barno's three. That is off the side of the rim. Landry Bussey with another rebound. Puts it back up. Won't go. Rebound underneath by Jordan Sabri. Won't go. And tipped and saved. Kendall Perry will have it now for Cherokee County. Man, how many of those short-range shots have been missed?
We can't buy a basket in the paint.
No, sir. So the lead stays 2 for the Cats.
Like somebody puts a rim on the lid.
Yeah.
Or a lid on the rim, I should say.
Williams outside for three. No. Rebounded by Mahana, though, on the right wing. Kicks it back up topside to Perry. Give it right down low to Alexander. Spins, get it back out. Hand it over to Williams, and we got a lane violation against the Warriors. So the Cats will get it back. Another chance to try to extend the lead.
And Cherokee County's in their pressure now.
And this time White Plains, no problem.
There you go. Got a 3-on-2. Take advantage.
And Gray Young shot, no.
Rimmed
flat.
out.
Yep.
That's all right. I got no problem with that transition, Grady. Even though we didn't get the points, we got a good look, and it just rimmed out.
Yep. So here are the Cats once again on defense. Cherokee County still tried to draw back even or take a lead for the first time since early in this ball game.
Let them play out there as long as they want to.
Over to Mahana. Open for three. No. Side of the rim, but a long rebound comes off for Battles. Gets it back outside to Perry. Right back over to Mahana. And she's going to give it back up to Williams at the top. And Cherokee County resets another time. Kendall Perry will go back to Williams. Give it back to Mahana. And she's going to bring it around the horn, and Cherokee County still looking for that opening inside and just not finding it.
Yeah, you're not going to get it in that tight 2-3 zone. Coach Watts has got them packed in there. Now they're trying to flash somebody to the free throw line. First time they've done that tonight.
Perry outside, a little head fake, good move, puts up the short jumper, too strong. Battles with the rebound and the foul underneath on Hannah Barno.
Good foul by Barno. She had the lady had the position, and it was either, as what's Coach Randall say, foul or don't?
Foul or don't.
Yeah, well, Hannah did.
Yes, she did. So Coley Battles will go to the line and try to get her first points of the second half. She's got 3 on the night so far for the Warriors, and she can tie this one up, but she's going to miss the first one. So White Plains is going to be assured of at least maintaining the 1-point lead. Battles with one more coming up. Second free throw is in there for Coley Battles. Now full court pressure.
Yep.
By the Warriors. Shelby was looking for that long pass, wasn't there. Gets it ahead to Gray Young. Whoa, dangerous pass, and Young goes up. Shot will not go, but she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Shot that a little too soon, but still good aggressive move to the basket.
Jensen Alexander will commit the personal. That's her second. It is the team's second here in the third quarter, and Gray Young knocks down the first free throw. Boost that lead back to 2. And the second one is no good. Sabree has it, or had it, but it'll be Cherokee County basketball. Perry now quickly gets it back across midcourt. So the teams are just trading free throws so far in this third quarter. Here's Perry. And now she'll get it back again.
You know, a 3 on either end of the floor right now would be pretty big.
Yes, it would. Mahana gets it inside a little bit, gets it back out to Perry now. Then open look outside for Williams. That's off the back of the iron. Long rebound for Shelby Wood. Wood going to take it strong up. Didn't have the numbers. Turned around in the lane, shot it off the front of the rim, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Cherokee County basketball.
Shelby got in too deep that time, really didn't have anywhere to go. She'd actually been better off to just, you know, run under the basket and go down the baseline and set things up.
So Cherokee County, another opportunity to draw even or perhaps take a lead if they could hit a 3. Fast moving third quarter as we're under 4 to go already. Here is Johnson going off the baseline. That shot's too strong. Jordan Sabree pulls down the rebound for White Plains. Now here's Shelby Wood working it down that right side. Needs to keep separation, gets a little screen. Now get it right back down to Jordan Sabree. Too strong with the layup.
Cannot buy a basket underneath the basket. I don't think we've hit a 1 all night.
I don't know that we have either.
Maybe other than Shelby's first one at the start of the game.
Kendall Perry open look for 3. The Warriors lead
there. Yep, that one's in there. You knew sooner or later.
Yeah, you're going to hit one. And here is Jordan Sabree now. Picks up the dribble and needs some help. Turned over. Mahana right back to Perry. Pump fake. Shot over Sabree. Won't go. Tipped up by Woods. Out of bounds. It'll belong to the Wildcats, they say, off the hands of the Warriors, as Harris and Dyer will check back in for Bussey and Sabree now for the Cats.
Yeah, Sabree's got to learn that you can't pick that dribble up that deep in the backcourt.
Ryan Chandler also on the floor. Get it into Harris. She's going to hand it off to Shelby Wood. Right up the middle comes Wood. Feed it off to Gray Young. Too strong off the glass yet again, and the ball loose on the floor.
Will blow the whistle.
And it is tied up, and that possession arrow for White Plains. That was a rather slow whistle.
Boy, I mean, you know, you got 3 or 4 people on the floor. Somebody's going to get hurt.
Again, another great look inside and just cannot knock them down.
They're just not falling.
Over to Ryan Chandler. Down low to Hannah Dyer. Baseline.
Go up, Hannah. Go
she
up.
Travels. Double dribbles the ball. So a turnover for White Plains. Cats down for the first time since early in the first quarter. 2:35 to go here in the quarter.
You know, Grady, I almost hate to say this, but this is very reminiscent of a lot of games White Plains played in last year.
Yeah, good for 3 quarters and couldn't close the deal. Here's Shelby Wood. This will help. She's going to take it the distance and going to be fouled hard by Kendall Perry.
I don't know that they can't call that an intentional. They should.
Yeah, they're not going to.
No.
So that is 3 on Perry now, and Shelby Wood will go to the line and shoot 2, try to give the Cats the lead back.
Free throws so big.
And she misses the first.
Every look at the basket at this point is big, as tight as this game's been.
Yeah, and as difficult as points have been to come by. Makes the second. We're tied. Shelby Wood with her first points here in the second half. So the Warriors now go back to work.
Cherokee County's warmed up. I'd sure like to see Coach Watts go back to that press maybe the next trip or 2.
Alexander coming back out and touch from Kendall right down the baseline. And the foul is going to be on Jocelyn Harris on Mahana. So Mahana will go to the line and shoot 2 now for the Warriors. And Harris has picked up her 3rd personal.
And she might get to take a seat, or maybe not.
And leave her out there and let her play with those 3 as Mahana gives the Warriors the lead right back with a free throw. Second free throw in there as well. Good free throw stroke there for Crimson Mahana.
Got to take care of the basketball now. Pressure from Cherokee County. That's the long pass. Take it.
Going strong, too strong again off the glass. Jocelyn Harris goes back up. She gets one to fall.
There you go. Maybe that's what we need to do is forget using the backboard.
Tie ball game again. Here's Alexander, give it right back to Johnson. She will drop it down. It's knocked away, and Jocelyn Harris has it. Shelby Wood with a nice catch. And now wisely slows this thing down.
In a bunch of traffic, too, she caught that ball.
Yep.
Tell you what, we'll go to a girl fight. I think I'd want to take Jocelyn Harris with me.
Absolutely. I wouldn't mind having 22 with me either.
Yep.
She goes down, gets rid of the ball, though, so no travel. Outside for Gray Young. Move with it, get it back to Chandler. Spots up, 3-ball. Good!
Big shot.
Ryan Chandler gives White Plains the lead another time.
That was a huge shot by Ryan Chandler.
Here's the Johnson's going to jump into the defender and draw the foul.
Yep. Down on Shelby.
Yep.
So second, third.
Second personal now on Shelby. And that was not on, there was not a shot.
He teed her up.
He teed up the coach. So now we're going to have Cherokee County shooting a free throw. Well, actually, that was not a shooting foul, so it's going to be White Plains shooting free throws. And it's going to be White Plains getting the basketball as well.
Coach Nelson getting the technical foul. And we've got a timeout on the floor, G.
So timeout with 58.4 to go here in the third. Wildcats basketball on FNN.
Big B Grocery is a locally owned and operated full-line grocery store where you can save big on daily specials. You can pick 5 meats for only $19.99 any day of the week. At Big B Grocery, we sell only Angus beef in our meat department. Stop by and shop our daily specials. At Big B Grocery, we know what it takes to feed a family. You can even save at the checkout because we only charge 7% sales tax. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. Come shop with us at Big B Grocery on Chocolaca Road in Anniston.
Welcome back courtside here at White Plains High School. And to say things have turned a little bit in the last few seconds. The foul was committed by Shelby Wood. It was called on the floor, not a shooting foul. And then Coach Lee Nelson gets teed up. And now White Plains is shooting free throws, and they're going to get the basketball back with 58 seconds to go.
With enough time to, take their time and get a nice set. Gray Young misses the first technical shot.
So just one more. Could give it, make it a 4-point game here. And misses them both.
Rims it out. I tell you, Grady, unless you've done that before in your life, that's a lonely darn place right there.
Yeah, free throw line is tough.
When you're there by yourself, I mean, it's really hard to make those shots.
So the Cats will maintain possession, though. Didn't get the points, but they do have the basketball. Ryan Chandler, who hit the big three last time down, finds Jocelyn Harris, goes around the defense, fouled. Coley Battles will pick up her third personal.
I'm telling you, Jocelyn Harris, if she can get her inside game a little more solid, Grady, she's going to be a force.
Yeah,
she's got the body, and, she's got a good first step. She's tough.
And this is a free throw, and we hope it's not something that comes back to haunt the Wildcats, as they've missed several here down the stretch of this third quarter. And you're going to have to shoot them in the fourth quarter. 5 team fouls now on Cherokee County.
All right, Jocelyn, let's knock this down. Here we go. Off the rim.
Loose ball. Ryan Chandler had it, couldn't control it. It'll belong to Cherokee County. So 4 free throws missed by White Plains in a row there.
And that hurts, as Lazario will check back in. And let's see who's going to get a break.
Gray Young will get a rest. So the Cats still up by 3, but oh my goodness, it could have been a 7-point game at this point.
And as hard as it's been for Cherokee County to come up with points, Grady, 7-point lead is about as good as 15.
Yeah, Johnson misses that jumper, so White Plains pulls down the rebound. Lazario had it. Now the Cats will have it with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. A chance to hold for the final shot, but Shelby Wood loses the ball. Timeout taken by the Wildcats. It'll save the possession. 26 seconds remaining. Wildcats lead it here in the third on FNN.
Serving Calhoun County for over 30 years, Crawford Office Supply offers selection, convenience, and low prices. Choose from a wide variety of office furnishings featured in their huge showroom. with savings of 50 to 70% off scratch and dent items. You'll find it all from pens and paper to janitorial supplies at Crawford Office Supply, including on-site printing, all backed up by unmatched personal service and free delivery to local business. Crawford Office Supply, 301 South Layton Avenue in Anniston. Remember, buy local, it matters.
White Plains with the quick timeout to save the possession with 26 seconds to go here in the quarter. And the Cats will try to hopefully take the last shot of the quarter and extend that three-point lead, and it would be a big basket indeed if you could add another one here before the end of the quarter, Jim.
Absolutely. The main thing is, just get a good look at it. Don't waste the possession.
Right. It's going to be tight defense. You can bet on that from the Warriors. They've done a good job with that. And Shelby Wood has it bounce off her hand. She's going to have the presence to chase it down. And now we'll bring it back up the floor for White Plains. And that's not all bad. She loses it.
And she gets it back.
And now it's out. And they're going to call her for the carry on the ball. So the turnover for White Plains.
I don't know how you call that when nobody had possession of the basketball.
Neither does Coach Watts. Here's a pass over to Johnson on the right side. Puts up the wild shot, and she's going to be fouled.
Yeah, and that was a good call, too, Grady.
Yeah. So Lanny Johnson to the free throw line. A chance to draw the Warriors closer, and that one is on Ryan Chandler.
Yeah, she jumped into her. Ryan should have stayed on her feet and just held her hands up there. That was not a good look, and there she stands there. And one thing you got to give Cherokee County credit for, they have made free throws.
Yes, they have. Hannah Barnow's going to check back in for Ryan Chandler with 10.6 seconds to go here in the quarter.
We should get a shot.
This is the second one, and the rebound pulled down by Cherokee County. Shelby Wood, though, rips it out. And Wood's going to go strong to the hoop. Backward shot won't go. Rebounded by Alexander. Fired ahead to Williams. Shot at the buzzer, no good. White Plains leads it by 2, heading to the last quarter here on FNN.
J.F. Morgan General Contractor in Anniston is one of the area's leading commercial builders. Whether it's a landmark restaurant, sports stadium and facilities, school or church project, large industrial sites, or community-oriented service facilities, look around and you'll see our work everywhere. From start to finish at J.F. Morgan General Contractor, trust is just one of the things we build well. Located at 1110 Jones Road in Anniston, J.F. Morgan General Contractor. District 40 State Representative K.L. Brown would like to take this opportunity to wish the White Plains Wildcats the best of luck. K.L. Brown is your conservative Republican voice in Montgomery, working hard to make sure that state government is doing its best for everyone in the district. Brown chairs the Children and Senior Advisory Committee while serving on the Agriculture and Forestry and Economic Development and Tourism Committees. As a longtime area business leader, K.L. Brown uses the common sense and leadership skills learned over the years to be a steady, conservative Republican voice for the people in the district. Good luck, Wildcats, from State Representative K.L. Brown.
Fourth quarter about to get underway. Warriors will have the basketball here to start this fourth quarter. Grady Sapp alongside Jim Jacobs.
Coming down to 8 minutes, Grady. Who wants it more?
Here are the Warriors. Alexander to Johnson. Touch pass back over to Battles. Give it right back to Perry up top side. Now Johnson outside with the look. Will not go. Good rebound by Alexander. Put back. Won't go. Tipped off the hands of White Plains. Johnson gets it. Perry with a three. Short. And tipped up. And Rosario has it for White Plains. Goodness.
That was a frantic 10, 15 seconds under the glass.
Shelby Wood working against Johnson. Knocked away from her. And she hits the deck, and now Cherokee County with the basketball. Johnson quickly back up the floor for the Warriors. Kick it out. Perry open. Three-pointer is going to be an air ball, rebounded by Dyer. So a bit of a frenetic pace to start this quarter.
Settle down. We need to get a good look here.
Hannah Barno to Ari Rosario. Give it back to Barno. Hannah's going to pull it out to Shelby Wood.
They are denying Shelby the ball, so we got to be really careful with those passes.
Yep.
Almost got stole that time.
Shelby going to move with it.
Hannah's open.
Got her. Wide open look for three. No, too strong. And it'll be out of bounds on Cherokee on White Plains. In that third quarter, Ryan Chandler with three. It was Landry Bussey with a point. Also Gray Young with a point. Shelby Wood with a point. And Jocelyn Harris with 2 points for the Wildcats. Scored 8 in the third quarter as Cherokee County goes back to work. For Cherokee County, battles with a point. Lainey Johnson with a point. As she meets the shot here and misses it, Jocelyn Harris will clear the rebound. Also, it was Kendall Perry with a 3 and Crimson Mahana with a 2-point basket in that second, or actually 2 free throws in that third quarter for the 7 points that Cherokee County scored. Here's Shelby Wood out to Rosario. Give it back to Wood. Cross court it to Hannah Barno. And back over to Shelby, and now White Plains is going to pull it out and get the Warriors to come out and play them. It looks like. Now they're going to try to trap. But Shelby Wood got to watch the double team. Now she's going to move away, going to get a 5-second, drop it off inside, knocked away. And here come the Warriors. Lob it over to Perry, give it back out to Mahana, and puts up the shot that's short. And it's saved, but right into Hannah Dyer, and the Wildcats will have it. So neither team, again, able to put points on the board so far here in the fourth quarter. As points in a 24-22 game very much at a premium. Jocelyn Harris, free throw line. Come back to Hannah Barno. And the Cats will set it back up. Here's Hannah Dyer. She will put up the jumper. That's flat, no good. Rosario with a big rebound. Goes up, blocked. And back the other way come. There's a carry by the Warriors that didn't get picked up by the officials, as it was Mahana carrying the basketball.
And boy, wholesale changes now from Coach Watts.
Yeah. So it'll be Barno, Chastity Nelson, Landry Bussey, Jordan Sabri, and Gray Young, the 5 on the floor. Alexander with the outside shot. That won't go. The rebound, though, by Mahana goes strong up and draws the foul.
I'm not sure she didn't walk before she made the shot or tried to make the shot.
So once again, the Warriors will be at the charity stripe. Chance to tie this one up.
Where they have been rather effective this evening.
And
Game's gotten a little sloppy, Grady.
Yeah. That foul was...
Now...
Actually, it was called on Cherokee County on Mahana. Her second personal.
Must have got her for pushing.
They must have. So Chastity Nelson to Sabri, and Jordan Sabri will work it across, and she's going to go strong, kick it out to Barno. Back to Nelson, and she'll pull it back around for White Plains. Drop it down to Gray Young in the middle. Gray from the inside of the paint can't make the shot. Rebounded by Coley Battles, tied up by Chastity. No, they're going to call the foul, I believe, on Chastity Nelson now. Second on Chastity. 5th team foul now on the Cats.
Going to be in a free throw shooting barrage here shortly.
Yep. First on Chastity Nelson, actually. Here's Johnson with it. Back up to Perry. Give it inside to Mahana. Shot off the mark. Rebounded underneath by Alexander. Put it up. We're tied. Jensen Alexander ties it up for Cherokee County. Here's the full court pressure. Got it into Young. And give it back now to Sabri. Got to work this thing up the floor.
Over to pick up that dribble.
And now out of bounds. And it is called, and that was a good call.
Yeah, she was on the line. Got to get Shelby back in there, and she did.
Jordan Sabri, Chastity Nelson will check out. And we've got Hannah Dyer back on the floor. We're tied at 24. 4:04 to go in this ball game. And Cherokee County.
Deliberate now.
Yeah. As Perry almost has it knocked away by Dyer. Good defense there. Johnson with it, Laney. Back over to Perry. Drop it down to Mahana. Baseline. Fouled by Hannah Barno. And that's going to send the Warriors to the line, I believe, on a 2-pointer, or are they going to call that on the floor? They're going to say it was on the floor.
Yeah, I think so, too. That's a good call. Yeah, on the floor is a good call.
Yeah. And they call that on Landry Bussey underneath. Here is Lanny Johnson trying to drop it in. Can't do it. Dyer with the rebound. And the Wildcats will have it. Try to retake this lead.
Boy, neither one of these teams going to win a scoring deal tonight.
Not tonight. And there's Shelby Wood with a big basket for White Plains.
Penetrated inside the lane. Little 10-foot floater off the glass. Count it.
Back up by 2 are the Cats. Johnson goes around the defense. Baseline shot, no good. Good defense down low. Hannah Dyer with another rebound for White Plains. And now as we go under 3 to go, the Cats have it with a 2-point advantage.
And now we need to be deliberate.
Shelby Wood moving around.
Crowd loving that. Crossing her up. Little crossover dribble there.
Hannah Barno avoids a steal. Now it's going to be tied up. You got to watch the defender coming from behind. It'll belong to White Plains, but you got to watch the defender coming from behind.
Yeah.
So the Cats will try it again. Need to make something out of this trip, I think.
Yep. Keep the pressure on Cherokee County. It's our place. We should keep them under pressure.
Here's Gray Young knocked away. Kendall Perry with great defense. And Perry is going to be fouled, and she gets the and one.
Yep. Saw it coming.
So a big play by Kendall Perry. Shelby Wood will commit the foul, her 3rd, team's 7th, and now the and one opportunity to give the Warriors the lead with 2:24 to go in this one. Perry misses the free throw, and Landry Bussey will chase it down for White Plains. The game stays tied.
Shelby Wood will walk it up for Coach Joy Watts and the rest of her teammates.
Shelby Wood bounce it back out to Hannah Barno. Almost lost that over the midcourt stripe.
Yeah.
2 minutes to go in this one, 2:03 right now.
Cherokee County's doing a nice job flashing a double team at Shelby. Here it comes.
Picks up the dribble.
But somebody's got to be open.
That's Hannah Barno. Shot, no. Rebound, Jensen Alexander for the Warriors. Handed off now. That'll be Johnson with it. And Lanny will get it top of the key. Mahana almost walked with it.
I thought she did.
I thought she did too. Shelby Wood steals the basketball. White Plains. 2:02 break. She's going to go around. Good.
Big play by the senior.
And another timeout taken now by the Warriors. 1:29 to go. Cats lead it by 2. Wildcats basketball on FNN.
Tom Young and all the attorneys of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington are some of the most experienced and respected attorneys in the area. Their firm specializes in personal injury, insurance fraud, workers' compensation, Social Security disability, real estate, and corporate law. The law firm of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington. Call them at 256-235-2240.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Big B Grocery is a locally owned and operated full-line grocery store where you can save big on daily specials. You can pick 5 meats for only $19.99 any day of the week. At Big B Grocery, we sell only Angus beef in our meat department. Stop by and shop our daily specials. At Big B Grocery, we know what it takes to feed a family. You can even save at the checkout because we only charge 7% sales tax. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. Come shop with us at Big B Grocery on Chocolaca Road in Anniston.
1 minute, 29 seconds to go in this one. And what a time when we got a great ball game here. It's a low-scoring affair, but, man, there have been big baskets made by both teams and big shots. And I think there's going to be some more before this one's decided.
Yeah, we're not done yet.
No. Mahana, nothing there. Give it off to Johnson. She picks up the dribble, spins, turns. Big shot for Lanny Johnson.
Boy, she knocked that down, didn't she?
Yes, she did. It was a good defensive play by White Plains, and she just made it. Here's Shelby Wood trying to dribble out of the double team. Tipped away and out of bounds off of Kendall Perry.
Got to give Cherokee County. They have figured out how to play Shelby.
But in spite of that, she's got the 4 points in the fourth quarter that have got us tied right now for the Cats. Hannah Dyer got to get it in. Looking for Shelby Wood in the corner. Moves with it, goes down the baseline, blocked. Cody Battles with a big block, and now a reach-in foul is going to be called on White Plains, I believe. It'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Cherokee County.
They get 5 for that.
Let's see, that is going to be on
Hannah Dyer.
22.
Oh, Shelby.
Yep. So that'll be the third on Shelby. I already had her with 3, but now they say that's the third. So now Jensen Alexander a chance to give Cherokee County the lead with 1 minute to go. Free throw, no good on the 1-and-1. Hannah Dyer with the rebound. Avoids the travel, gets rid of it to Shelby Wood, and the Cats will have another opportunity. Knocked away by Cherokee County, and that's a 10-second timeout taken by Coach Watson.
Smart
the Wildcats.
timeout.
49.6 to go. Wildcats and the Warriors tied up on FNN.
Does neck, back pain, or headaches impact your life? At Bolton Chiropractic Center, our goal is to help you live pain-free by discovering the benefits of chiropractic care. Our caring and compassionate staff, led by Dr. Tony Bolton and Dr. Chris Law, are committed to keeping pain from impacting your life. Our office is equipped with state-of-the-art technology, including spinal decompression and digital x-rays.
Pain is impacting your life. Give us a call at 256-835-3511 or visit us online at boltonchiro.com.
Richard Madden Basketball Court here on the campus of White Plains High School. And boy, we've got a barn burner tonight. We're down to inside a minute to go, and Grady, we're all knotted up.
Yeah, we are, Jim, and White Plains will have it. They had the good timeout there as they almost lost the ball again. And so now the Cats got to find a way to get it in and go ahead and get it up court. Tight defense and tough defense by the Warriors. Perry all over Gray Young. Shelby Wood goes down, and she is going to be fouled. Laney Johnson will commit the personal. And Shelby Wood with a chance to give her team another lead.
Yeah, but you got to knock down these free throws, and that's something we've had a problem with tonight.
Yes, it is.
Shelby Wood, the senior, is going to have to toe the line and carry the load.
And it's a 1-and-1, so you got to hit the first one to get the bonus. So here is Shelby Wood. Third personal, by the way, on Laney Johnson. And that one's no good. Warriors with it. Alexander picks it up and will hand it back to Perry. Warriors can bring it down now, and they're going to be deliberate. Let some clock run here. Maybe try to win this one with this possession.
I'm not sure I wouldn't play it just like that, Grady.
I think I would too.
You know, try to get a good look and put it up there, and Coach Nelson's going to get the timeout.
So timeout on the floor. 27.8 to go, tied at 28 here on FNN.
Big B Grocery is a locally owned and operated full-line grocery store where you can save big on daily specials. You can pick 5 meats for only $19.99 any day of the week. At Big B Grocery, we sell only Angus beef in our meat department. Stop by and shop our daily specials. At Big B Grocery, we know what it takes to feed a family. You can even save at the checkout because we only charge 7% sales tax. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. Come shop with us at Big B Grocery on Chocolaca Road in Anniston.
Tom Young and all the attorneys of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington are some of the most experienced and respected attorneys in the area. Their firm specializes in personal injury, insurance fraud, workers' compensation, Social Security disability, real estate, and corporate law. The law firm of Young, Wolstein, Jackson, and Whittington. Call them at 256-235-2240.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Wildcats and the Warriors tied at 28, 27.8 seconds to go in this one. Warriors with the basketball out of that timeout. The Wildcats got to find a way to get a defensive stop here. And it'll be Jensen Alexander who will inbound the ball for Cherokee County. Gets it up to Kendall Perry, and the Warriors are going to take the final shot. And it looks like White Plains are going to let them.
So we're either going to lose it in a heartbreaker, on a foul with a free throw, or we're going to overtime.
One of the two.
Or somebody needs to steal the ball. Go get it, Shelby.
Here is the final 10 seconds. Perry's got it out near midcourt. Going down, that'll be Laney Johnson with it. 3 seconds to go, puts up the shot, way off the mark. And we're going to OT. OT, free basketball coming your way next. Wildcats and the Warriors on FNN.
District 40 State Representative K.L. Brown would like to take this opportunity to wish the White Plains Wildcats the best of luck. K.L. Brown is your conservative Republican voice in Montgomery, working hard to make sure that state government is doing its best for everyone in the district. Brown chairs the Children and Senior Advisory Committee while serving on the Agriculture and Forestry and Economic Development and Tourism Committees. As a longtime area business leader, K.L. Brown uses the common sense and leadership skills learned over the years to be a steady, conservative Republican voice for the people in the district. Good luck, Wildcats, from State Representative K.L. Brown.
Serving Calhoun County for over 30 years, Crawford Office Supply offers selection, convenience, and low prices. Choose from a wide variety of office furnishings featured in their huge showroom. With savings of 50 to 70% off scratch and dent items. You'll find it all from pens and paper to janitorial supplies at Crawford Office Supply, including on-site printing, all backed up by unmatched personal service and free delivery to local business. Crawford Office Supply, 301 South Layton Avenue in Anniston. Remember, buy local, it matters.
Overtime period about ready to get underway from here at White Plains. It'll be a 4-minute overtime period. Neither team has anybody with more than 3 personal fouls as we head into this 4 minutes of extra basketball. Hannah Dyer, Coley Battles will jump at center court. And the ball up, tipped, and Cherokee County with the first possession. Johnson coming back to Perry, and the Warriors will set up shop.
Every trip deliberate, every trip matters in overtime.
Yes, it does. And as tight as points are in this game, if you could get a 3 or a 4-point lead, it might be almost insurmountable.
Yep.
And the Warriors, again, are very patient, very deliberate. Johnson tied up almost by
almost
Shelby
carried
Wood.
it.
Outside, a long 3 for Kendall Perry. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
What a clutch shot by Perry.
Indeed. Give her 3. And now, ball almost knocked away. Shelby Wood saves it. There's Gray Young in the corner. Get it back to Shelby. Cats will set up a possession here with just over 3 to go.
Don't need a 3.
Don't have to have it. There's one on the way from Gray Young that's over the backboard, and Cherokee County's going to have it.
Yeah, and you know, Grady, you were so true in what you said. You know, this trip by Cherokee County is huge. They get a shot here that goes down.
It might be lights out.
Yeah, it might be all they need.
Yep. Look for the Warriors to look for a wide open shot. I don't think they're going to be too quick. If they are, the coach isn't going to be happy. Outside, though, it's Lanny Johnson. That 3 will not go, and I don't think that was a good shot. Don't think that was the possession you were looking for if you're Cherokee County. Shelby Wood misses the shot, but Jocelyn Harris with the follow-up.
Thank goodness for number 24.
Make it a 1-point lead for Cherokee County now with 2:21 to go.
Way to hit the glass, lady.
Now Perry and company back to work on the offensive end.
Need to turn them over here.
Here's Mahana. Now back over to Johnson on the outside, and she's going to hand it back to Perry, who's going to just move it around the perimeter right now.
You know, if you're Cherokee County, Grady, you don't have to score.
Oh, they're going to call the foul.
Yeah.
That's going to be whistled in, I think, on Ryan Chandler. It is, and that'll be Ryan's second personal. Thought she had knocked away the ball, but they say she got her on the arm, so that'll be Mahana who will go to the line and shoot 1 and 1.
Chandler will take a seat, and Hannah Barno back in the lineup for Coach Watts.
She makes the front end.
I know I've said this before tonight, but you got to give Cherokee County a lot of credit. They have really played exceptionally well when it comes to free throws.
Yeah, they've knocked them down. White Plains is not, and that's the difference in our ball game right now. Second one up for Mahana, and drinks her on that one, I guess. And the steal. Jocelyn Harris turns it over and now commits the foul. Williams will go to the line now and shoot 2.
Man, can't make those mistakes.
Nope, you cannot. So Cherokee County now with a chance to extend the lead again. Williams makes the first. And one more coming up. That's a 3-point advantage now with only 1:54 to go. And Emily Williams drops in the second as well. Big free throws right there. Shelby Wood, baseball pass up to Bussey. Almost traveled, and she did travel. Official across the court makes the call, and that's another turnover for White Plains. And this one is starting to ease away from the Wildcats.
Kind of wondering why we hadn't gone back to the pressure here. I mean, we've had success with it.
Now Cherokee County absolutely has no need to be in a rush with that 4-point advantage. Oh, nice give and go. Mahana down low, misses the shot. And Landry Bussey has the rebound, and there's the pressure from Cherokee County. As Bussey will pull it up, and she is going to have a timeout taken by Coach Watts. 34-30, Cherokee County on top. 1:29 remaining in OT here on FNN.
J.F. Morgan General Contractor in Anniston is one of the area's leading commercial builders. Whether it's a landmark restaurant, sports stadium and facilities, school or church project, large industrial sites, or community-oriented service facilities, look around and you'll see our work everywhere. From start to finish at J.F. Morgan General Contractor, trust is just one of the things we build well. Located at 1110 Jones Road in Anniston, J.F. Morgan General Contractor.
So out of the White Plains timeout, the Cats will have it down by 4 here with 1:29 to go in the ball game in overtime. And you got to feel, Jim, like on this possession, you got to come out of here with some points.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're going to have to jump into some pressure defense, Grady, and you know, you just can't let them run the clock out. You're going to have to make them earn it at the free throw line if you can't steal it from them.
But you've got to get a basket and knocked away. Good defense by Cherokee County as they have really made passing very difficult for White Plains.
And this is a good call from Coach Nelson. She's not letting White Plains get the ball in easily. She's just
over the head of Hannah Dyer, but Hannah Barno rescues it. Dyer with the shot, won't go. Bussey puts back up the follow-up, won't go. And now the rebound by Lanny Johnson. And it'll be Cherokee County with the 4-point lead and the basketball.
Hey, if I'm Cherokee County, man, I'm standing on top of the P right there. I'm not moving.
I'm not. That's exactly where Kendall Perry is going to position herself. You're going to have to come out, but Shelby Wood with 3 personals doesn't want to be the one to foul. And Dyer goes defense, and the baseline shot by Johnson is no good. Amazed that they shot the ball.
Yeah, really, because they don't need to.
No. Here's Shelby Wood.
The only consolation for Cherokee County is that we can't seem to score.
Here's Shelby Wood now. Well outside with 45 seconds. You got to try something here.
Yeah, we got to get a look.
Go in strong, Shelby Wood. Glass will not drop.
Yep, that might have done it there.
Alexander with the rebound, and Shelby Wood couldn't get Perry with the foul. Now it'll be Williams fouled. And now Emily Williams very calmly knocked down 2 big free throws a moment ago. She'll be back at the line perhaps to ice this one with 31.4 seconds to go.
Yeah. You know, Grady, you hate to lose games where you felt like you had a chance to win.
Yeah.
And we left this one in the lane and at the free throw line tonight.
Williams with another free throw. That foul was on Gray Young. It was her first personal. 10th team foul.
And credit to Cherokee County for stepping up and doing what needed to be done when it needed to be done.
And Williams with another really, really, really good defense down the stretch by the Warriors.
Yep.
And their defense on the passes have been outstanding. Hannah Barno misses the shot. And the rebound and foul by Gray Young. That'll be her second. Kendall Perry will go to the line now and shoot 2.
So far, it's not been a good night for the home bunch.
Nope, 0 for 2 against the Warriors. We brought a very vocal student section down here with them. They've been loud in this one. Perhaps they won't have as much to cheer about in the nightcap.
Let's hope so.
Here's Kendall Perry with the shot. Good.
Got it.
Chastity Nelson's going to check in. Shelby Wood will check out.
Coach Watts talking to her as she sends her to the bench.
Tough loss for the Cats.
Yeah.
This one hurts.
Yeah.
Chastity Nelson to Barno outside. Haven't really got time to work the ball around. You got to get a shot. Gray Young will put it up and too strong. Hannah Dyer with the turnaround. Off the glass won't go. Rebounded by Alexander, and that's going to do it. Cherokee County getting out here with an 8-point win tonight. Warriors win it by a final of 38-30 for White Plains. So a disappointing defeat for the Cats. A big win on the road for Cherokee County. They'll move to 2-0 in area play, and White Plains will fall to 0-1. We'll get a timeout. We're coming back. Jim will be joined by Wildcats head coach Chris Randall. We'll get you set for the Wildcats and the Warriors. The boys' side of action coming up next on FNN.
This has been White Plains Wildcats basketball, presented this season on FNN by the White Plains Basketball Boosters. Today's game has been presented by Tom and Krista Young, J.F. Morgan General Contractor, Big B Grocery, Tony Bolton Chiropractic, Crawford Office Supply, and State Representative K.L. Brown. The Basketball Boosters would also like to thank Noble Bank, Phil Bussey, Chris Tillery, and Stan McCarter for supporting coverage of the games this season. Make sure you join us for the next White Plains Wildcats game right here on FNN. The voice of the Wildcats is the Friday Night Network.
This has been an exclusive sports production of FNN, the Friday Night Network.